After our last session in therapy, Choma hasn't come back home. I have no idea what that's about. That's not normal to me. But obviously, I'll blame the therapy because this whole therapy thing was full of crap anyway. But at the same time, coming here today, I'm here alone. But I do hope that she turns up. We'll just have to see.
Since the last session, I went home. And on our way home, I don't think there was no remorse from Paul. And I kind of just deeped that he doesn't rate me. I don't really feel like there's love there. Why am I actually fighting for this relationship? And I'm doing it alone. So yeah, I went home, I packed up my stuff and I went to my sister's.
She packed up her stuff and went to her sister's. Hey my people, what's good, what's poppin'? I'm Cassandra. For those of you who are new here because of Blue Therapy, I focus on fashion, lifestyle, and beauty. So if Blue Therapy got you here, I hope that you will subscribe and be part of my family. Let's get into it.
Had a good week?
Is that a trick question?
I'm just wondering how your week's been.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Is Paul okay? Is this guy actually okay? I don't know. People do say this is stage, this is planned. It's not really true. But this guy is somehow funny. I don't know. He cracks me up. Is that a trick question? Like, did you have a good week? How would that be a trick question? Like how?
How do you think?
Presumably, the successful man that I met last week had a very successful week.
Oh, Choma. I like Choma, by the way. She's so classy.
Hi, jeez, hi. Hi. Sorry about that.
I'm saying hi to you.
Hi.
Did you spend any time together last week, working on what we were talking about?
I like the silence.
Sorry. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. You have spent time together over the last week?
Ooh, cold.
I've been at my sister's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what was the reason for that?
To be honest, I just feel like maybe the last session didn't go as I wanted it to. Paul was giving me bad vibes, and there's just a few things that I think I've kind of reached my breaking point, We're here for a reason, and if this doesn't work, then I have nothing else to kind of fall back on. So for me, it was, I had to, I couldn't go back home now.
Okay. And how did that make you feel, Paul?
I just want to hear what Paul has to say. Because this guy is funny. I want to hear what he has to say.
Well, to be fair, I feel like it was her idea to come here. When I'm upset, she complains that I storm off and have a tantrum, throw my toys out the pram if you like. But that's kind of what she just done.
Okay.
I didn't do that. I mean, I didn't storm off. I don't remember, but I don't think I stormed off.
Okay, so what actually happened?
She
When
didn't
you left?
come.
Okay, now let's discuss this. I think Chioma has every reason to leave, to go somewhere else, to go to her sister's, because the last episode, which was episode 4, if you haven't seen it, go check that out. This guy called her fat. She is not fat. This girl is pretty. She's not fat. And even if she is fat, what is wrong with being fat? What is wrong with being fat? But this guy said, oh, why do I have to be inside you for you to feel loved? And I'm like, oh, hold on, nigga. Sex is important. You need sex. I don't know where he's coming from, but sex is good. So you're staying with a girl, you're not fucking. I'm sorry for my language. I do apologize. And you want her to be okay. I don't know if that's all right with you guys, but Paul, he needs to check up. He needs some reality check. Let's continue.
I needed peace. I think sometimes I would rather choose peace over war, you know?
Thank you.
I still came to this.
Thank you. Choose peace than war. That is my thing. If you can't take it, just leave. Let some space get into it, and then come back again, and maybe you will resolve the situation. You know, I think that's the best idea. I think that's what she did. I'm not faulting her. She did the right thing. She did the right thing.
War. So that's a strong word, you know.
Interesting, actually. Why did you use the
I
word
like war as much as he's,
It's a
you know,
constant battle
I
out
did
there, isn't it? For me, he doesn't. If I put it simply, he doesn't listen. So if I'm complaining about
his
something,
facial
he's not
expressions.
listening.
His facial expressions. Paul. This guy is funny.
I would like to move forward, but clearly Paul doesn't want to.
Do you want to move forward, Paul?
Of course, I got here before you. I think I want to move forward more than you do. I got here first. I definitely need an apology from Choma.
Oh, Paul,
she
fuck
hasn't
off.
been
Paul,
home.
leave it. Really? He's like a little boy. You need apology from who? Come on now. Like, is it for real? You call the girl big because you can't carry her because she... Oh my God.
She's not responding to the messages, not responding to the calls, but she's posting on social media. It's a very, very big disrespect, and I need a very big apology because she's taking the piss. Oh God,
Okay. Now, when I first started watching this, to be honest, I didn't think these lot really have what it takes to be in a relationship. I'm not sure. Because it's either one is complaining about something. I mean, obviously Chioma and Paul are doing the same thing, but with, is it Jamal or Jamal? Which one is it? Because Deborah say it Jamal, so I'm not even sure what it is. But I think they're a little bit childish. I don't know. What do you guys think?
We're still working through, you know, the things that we discussed previously, but yeah, we're trying to move forward, I guess.
I mean, I like that they are trying to move forward. At least these guys are coming together. You know, they are working in together. Not like Chioma and Paul, which I hope, you know, which I like Chioma for doing. But at least these ones are trying to, you know, work things out.
I'm getting tired of her just popping up on me just randomly. And where I'm saying popping up, I'm talking about in my studio, at my mum's house, even at my friend's house. I'm just thinking, okay, we get it. You got my location. I've given you my location. That should be enough to satisfy your curiosity and your anxiety.
You know, I wouldn't say popping up. I would say more of.
No, I think that's a little bit too extreme. I do not agree. I do not agree with that at all. I mean, the guy has given you his location, so why pop up? If you don't trust him, why be with him? Because this is quite, you know, dangerous. It's insecure. It's actually not good for your health. Why would you be chasing up to him everywhere? Like, I tell you I'm here, and the next minute you pop up. Nah, you girl. That's too much work. That's a full-time job. You can't be doing that.
Visiting and checking in.
Visiting. So you just, okay. I question that. Question your intentions behind that, if I'm going to be honest.
He's clubhouse friends, right? Yeah, so he said that they're clubhouse friends. And for me, I've seen Christina messaging him this week, especially. He messaged her.
You know, this is what I'm saying. These guys are not ready for relationship. And this Jamal, this guy is still playing. He's still a player. He's still playing around. So my advice to Deborah, is just to move on. Because this guy clearly is not ready for commitment. He's on Clubhouse. You're checking up on him. You're popping up. I don't think, this guy is serious. I really don't think so.
She messaged him, sorry, at like 1 a.m. in the morning. And what made me, you know, feel a bit uncomfortable and look into it is the fact that to read the message alone, he had to leave the room.
Wait, I left the room. I did not leave.
Whether you left the room or not, 1 a.m., nobody is testing you at 1 a.m. Like, who?
And how did you get on with what have you done for each other lately?
Well, I mean, I haven't been home. So, aside from that, like he said, I do run in baths and give him massages and stuff, and, you know,
Oh, that's
help
nice.
if needs. Yeah.
No what?
I mean, lately.
Why is this guy's facial expression so funny?
Yeah, I make sure that all of her goals and targets, I face them head on. So sometimes if she hasn't followed up on certain phone calls in terms of business that she's trying to chase, I'll be there, you know, babe,
Oh, that's good.
okay, can I make this call for you?
I like that.
And sometimes when she has shortfalls with some things that she's trying to pursue, whether it be business-wise, career-wise, I'm there to kind of say, okay, look, if that lane doesn't work, let me call someone I know, or let me try to push things in my way in order.
I like that. That's very, you know, thoughtful. I do. I like that. That's really good. Yeah, you know, he's not all that bad. He's not.
In order. Is that a train?
I disagree. Sorry, I disagree with that.
Paul, what is wrong with this guy? I can't live with him. I cannot live with this guy.
Obviously, now that he knows the guy, he no longer likes the work, and he kind of wants me to stop working with him.
Based off an idea, you need the content, you need the pictures, you need the framework.
Which you could have.
This guy is talking out of his ass. I don't even know what he's saying, but it doesn't make sense to me. The simple truth is he's jealous. He's jealous that someone might take Chioma away, which is going to happen. It's going to happen.
You know, at the end of the day, from a professional standpoint, the work is of a decent standard, I'd say. However, the person doing the work isn't actually that professional.
To who?
Okay, to
I'm
him.
working with him. He's very professional. He's never like I'm in a professional relationship with this guy, and my work is fantastic.
Okay?
So,
If she asks me the question, can I?
but you don't work. How would you know him?
If she asked me the question, can I?
No, but you're answering.
Paul is giving me hay fever.
Pose at me.
Whoa.
I know this guy.
I've never mentioned this before, but look, we're here now.
Okay.
There's a lot happening. I think it kind of makes sense. So
Let me
literally,
position
this guy
myself.
was a best friend to my ex,
Ah,
right? Best friend, by the way. So he was playing, Mr. Nice Guy. Hey, I'll pick you up. I'll drop you off. I'll do this for you, just as a friend. But then it turns out that once my ex and I had broken up, he was actually
what?
seeing her
Oh, right.
after, by the way. So, if this same guy is then trying to follow my tracks and trying to keep up, I don't think I'd want to see a deja vu anytime.
That's a sad story. Thing is, I feel like it says a lot about your.
Very, very, very sad story, like Chioma said. I mean, that was your ex. This is Chioma. So if you don't trust her, that she can handle herself, then there's nothing going on for you. Nothing. By the way, I think that excuse or that story is a lie. He's lying. He doesn't know the guy.
All this time, you knew who was making my website. You didn't want to let me know. You didn't want to bring me in on how you know. Anyway, I don't give a shit. I don't give two fucks because that's his insecurity.
She don't give a
kinda
shit.
imposing that on me right now. You didn't want to tell me before, so kind of keep it, deal with it.
I don't like the fact that Christina feels like it's appropriate to message you at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, and that suggests to me that it's not a platonic friendship. Does Christina, hold on,
Wait, we're not gonna do that. Wait, when your friend needed you at 1 a.m. and didn't you go and buck him on my line?
that's a different situation.
How? It's pretty similar. We're talking about
That's
time.
my boy best friend.
Fam, we're talking about timings, right?
Christina is a new.
Hold on. That's some, yaddy yaddy there. That's your boy best friend. I have this saying, don't do to someone what you don't want to be done to you. So it's okay for your boy best friend to send you messages at 1, 2, and you reckon that's okay, but not him. You know, come on, don't play that. Do not play that. Is nah. This I don't support her. I'm not in support of her.
No control of her messaging me at 1 a.m. That's not my business. She messaged me. What can I do?
Jamal, what did you and Christina discuss?
She messaged you. You can leave it. You don't have to respond. You don't have to reply at that time. You are with your girlfriend. You know, common sense.
Okay, let me see the text. I want to see the text.
He's not gonna show.
I have a question for you, Jamal.
I ain't gonna see my phone.
It's true, you can't decide on somebody else contacting you, but you can make a decision as to whether or not you reply.
Yep.
So with that thought in your mind, was it the right thing to do, replying at that time of night?
If I'm gonna be honest, I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. It doesn't really matter about the time. Like, I'm just messaging back. It's quick.
Denise,
It does matter about the time, to be honest. It does. Like, you know, you're with your girl and someone is messaging you at 12, 1, 2. You don't have to reply unless it's very, very urgent, life and death. If not, there's no need for you to reply.
I'm so sorry, but for me, it's what, like, I don't think anyone's understanding me here. The question
I understand
is,
you.
Are you happy to let her see your phone?
It's my property. I have no reason to give her my phone.
I do get him. He doesn't have to give you his phone. That's his property. That's so right. He doesn't need to give you his phone. But my thing is, if you don't trust him and you have to go through his phone, there's no need of being together. That's just the thing. You don't need to, you know, if you trust him, you don't need to go through his phone. Why go through his phone? That's stressful. That's ooh. Ah.
right now, we're actually going to look through your phone today. Like, Denise,
Wait.
I'm gonna, no, hold on. I'm going to get out my phone.
He's not gonna show it.
It's my password, not this thing.
What are you doing?
No, because today,
Put on your phone, like, what are you doing?
Jamal, hold on, because I've actually had enough of this now. We're actually going to look through your phone today, because you just do too much.
Just put your
Denise,
phone
I'm going to
down.
put my phone here.
Gosh.
Ooh.
Don't
Same.
fall. Don't fall, girl.
Jamal, do the same. I need to see the last 3 text messages in your phone, and you can do the same to me. So you're not going to bring out your phone? So you're not going to bring out your phone? Okay, Denise, I'm so sorry, but I can't do this because it's getting too much now. It's getting too much now. Okay?
I might be reading this wrong, but your body language kind of says to me that you're worrying about something yourself.
I wouldn't. At moments like this, it's almost like make and break. I just don't know how she may react to what I have to say to her.
What is she going to react to?
He's even playing around. Not that I would be surprised, but no.
You have been involved with this, Christina.
Christina's not a problem. Like, I've
So
never met
who?
Christina. Christina's just a friend. We just communicate obviously over the phone and through Clubhouse, but never
Okay.
seen each other. No.
So you've got nothing to worry about.
Simple. Nah, the guy has been fucking around.
Or have you?
I trust Choma. However, I feel like her views on certain things differ from mine.
Obviously.
Right?
Obviously. You know, even twins have different views. So what the hell is this guy talking about?
Okay, let me give you an example, right? So when Chum and I first started seeing each other, you know.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
You're not
that.
doing what?
We're not having
Still toxic.
No, because
That's
I'm
toxic.
bored.
You're
I'm so
toxic.
bored of this conversation, babe. What are you talking about? This is ridiculous. What are you on about?
I want to hear it.
Are you literally about to narrate the whole thing to her?
I want to hear it.
I'm gonna show you.
Let him have his voice.
This is so embarrassing.
I want to hear it.
Because anyway,
There's no need to be embarrassed.
okay, that's fine. Go on.
So, Paul, if you just let us know
I
what
like
you want to
that.
say.
Look, let me break this down, right? Okay. So we started seeing each other, you know, butterflies, birds, whistles, bees, cool. Now at this time, right, we weren't active. However, we were pillow talking and we were dating, going out, eating and stuff, and we were basically having conversations to kind of say to each other, okay, do you know what, this is what we both want. We're both on the same page, we're both on the same frequency, you know? You know when you're in that mode and you know that this person's going to be yours, okay? Now, it turns out that later on, I realized that during that time, she was active with someone else.
Yes. I was sleeping with someone else, okay? What's the problem?
Was this a boyfriend?
This was an ex, so let me explain the situation to you because he is just clearly confused. When I met Paul, I had an ex whom I was sleeping with because I wasn't prepared and ready to sleep with Paul, okay? I think a lot of women do this. We date many people and we stay in our comfort zone until we're ready to leave. I, for one, never stepped out on Paul. Does that make sense? When we were talking, only until we started dating exclusively did I stop sleeping with this person. So
I do not see anything wrong with that. You guys were not official. You were talking, you were toasting me. So the fact that you were toasting me doesn't mean I should leave my side, men for you. What if you bounce me? Guy, no. Nah. That's not how we do it here. You can talk to different people, but you know what? She had a man. And maybe it wasn't working, but she needed, some jiggy. So she made that man be, her sex partner. If you should take it that way. Why should I leave my jiggy for someone that I just met? What if we don't progress? I don't get what this guy is trying to say. There's nothing wrong with it.
Denise, you for example, right? Let's say you meet a guy, right? Talking to the guy, going out for drinks, going out to eat, staying in each other's space, right? Okay. You've seen each other over a period of time, but you're not active with the person. No reason. Within that time, do you plan to be active with another person? And if you are active with another person, is that in any way beneficial to what you're trying to do?
I really don't think you can put me in this.
Listen, Paul is always trying to create a scenario and bringing Denise into it. Leave Denise alone. Leave that poor woman alone. Let her be. Why must you always put Denise into a little scenario? Okay, Denise, if it was meant to be you, what would you do? She's not there for the therapy. You guys are there. So why is it that he's always bringing this woman in? Whoa!
Is irrelevant to
Is it
I
relevant?
know, but I'm just out of curiosity. Let's just look at.
Paul,
Did you see his face?
we can discuss those kind. If something like that comes, you have every right to be upset. Then you were a stranger to me. Yes, you were a stranger to me. We were getting to know each other. I didn't know you. I had no loyalties to you. Yeah.
Do you think that one of you might have fallen for the other one before?
He love at first sight. This one was head over heels before I even decided to take him seriously. Clearly, because that's what it is, babe. How can you take me serious on the first date? What the hell?
Let's put it like this, right? I know what's happening here. Basically, this is what happens, and this is what I get for being the nice guy. So just to break that down. So 8 years from now, I'm going to be 40, right? There's certain things that I'd like to have in place. There's certain things that.
Did he say 8 years from now he's going to be 40? So does it mean he's 32? Paul. Nah, I think the guy is lying. I mean, not that I thought he was 40, but I thought he was closer to 40, like maybe 38. No, Paul.
Leave that situation in the past. Like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm not apologizing to you because I did nothing wrong. So leave it in the past.
You bad.
Can I just remind everybody that the
Paul is funny. That is Mandiko. You bad, you want it, you bad, you want it. I know you want it because you bad. This guy is funny.
I just feel like I'm thinking about what I'm going to say to Deborah.
What is going on with
What you can
him?
say to Deborah at the moment. Worry about, just get it off your chest. Just, something is bothering you. I'm all ears.
Okay, now we know he has cheated. With whom? That is the problem. That's what we need to find out right now. But cheating, he has definitely cheated.
I'm not saying that she's too hard to maintain and deal with.
Oh, come on, just get on with it.
Yeah, as I'm
You
saying,
have
Christina
cheated.
isn't the one to worry about.
So if Christina isn't the one to worry about,
Who?
is there somebody to worry about? And what exactly happened? You haven't said.
So yeah, me and my ex, obviously Deborah knows me and my ex, we train together. Like Y train, I should say.
So, this is the same ex in the previous episode, I think episode 4 or 3, that Deborah was talking about, that there's something going on because why would you be training your ex? And he said, no, nothing, you're taking this out of context. And now, is the same ex coming up? What?
Obviously, normally it's virtual. But there must have been a time where we decided to change up a little bit. When we met face to face, I guess after this session, things felt a bit different, I guess. Yeah.
And you took things further?
Yeah, we had a conversation in the car for about, give or take 4 hours or so.
Conversation for 4 hours with your ex and you have a girlfriend. Like, so did you sleep with her in the car? Or you're just sitting there and talking for 4 hours?
Well, let me put it this way. Whatever happened in that car, would you be comfortable with Deborah doing the same thing with somebody else in a
That's
car?
it. That's it. That's it right there.
No.
No.
That's it. Then you don't have anything to talk about here anymore. That's it.
Do you know how it kind of hits when it's somebody that you've dealt with in the past?
But I think she'd respect the fact that you're actually being honest with yourself and
Oh, Ginger. I can't wait for episode 6.
I'm have to give me a moment.
A moment, nigga, you don't have a moment.
Yeah, I fucked up, man.
You
And I
did
don't know how me and
fuck
Deborah
up.
are honestly gonna recover from this. Like, me knowing Deborah, like how much.
Guys, I can't wait for episode 6 to hear. Oh my god. Woo! It's going to be fire. Ooh, thinking about it. Okay, guys, thank you so much. If this is your first time on this platform, hit that subscribe button so you can expect more videos like this from me. Thank you. Until I come your way another time, be good and watch Blue Therapy. Mwah!